Yeah, so I guess Cornhub, they're going to be allowing XRP, Doge, BNB, and USDC as payments, which is pretty, and 16 other cryptocurrencies, which is pretty.
Oh, 16 others? Wow.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I mean, yeah, that's pretty insane. I'm surprised that it didn't pump at all, or it's not being spammed everywhere. That's pretty nutty.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
I mean, you got to think about the market,
You know.
But yeah, I don't know if anyone remembers, but like a lot of I think Visa and MasterCard, they pulled out from a lot of like adult sites.
Yeah.
So like allowing payment options, and then like that also happened to OnlyFans. If I remember, like they were thinking of going public, but then they couldn't go public because they had issues with the banks and then like and all that stuff. So I'm assuming there's a good hedge for them to keep getting money, like around
100%. For them, yes.
Yeah, like trying to go like around like the loops, like the legal loops, and all that stuff. But yeah, and then it's been a bloody week.
Yeah,
the markets overall.
The bleeding continues.
It does.
Yeah.
It's pretty. It's been pretty bloody. So Bitcoin is stabilizing a bit. It bounced from 32 to 37. It's looking okay-ish. And then we have the Nasdaq still trending down.
Nothing. Yeah, Nasdaq and S&P is still trending down.
Yeah. So what I did here, like I drew this line, and then like I pretty much got this line from the last.
From 2020?
No, from 2017, 2018. Oh. Yeah, so do you see this? Like this was back when the Fed decided to check up rates back in 2017. So I pretty much drew a line here, and then like I zoomed out and I pasted back to the new one, and it looks to be almost about right. Like it looks to pretty much be there somewhat. Like see how it's kind of there but not there.
No, that's worse.
I mean, it's worse.
This one is worse.
Yeah, this one it's worse. But like once we get to March, the March Madness, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's as far as this.
That's when it's going to go even more down, because that's when rates actually apply.
Let's see. Would you guys buy a coin if it hit like 10 grand?
So going back to Bitcoin, honestly,
I'm waiting for Bitcoin to go under 30 so I can buy a couple.
Yeah,
dang, a couple coins.
Yeah,
that's pretty ballsy. It's pretty ballsy, but it's pretty smart to see.
Yeah, dude. I don't care if Bitcoin goes to like $1,000. I'm buying, dude.
$1,000? Oh my god.
I'm bullish long term, man.
Exactly.
I mean, even though like Bitcoin is kind of like a boomer coin and stuff, I think it's kind of leading the charge as far as crypto adoption, and because of that, and I think the industry is so early that no matter what price Bitcoin goes to, I'm gonna buy more. As far as like in this year or whatever. Yeah, because I think it's still gonna bounce back.
100%.
Once the market environment changes and stuff, I think we'll see a comeback for sure.
How low was Coinbase stock at right now?
Oh man,
167.
It's bad, but it's not fatal. It's just
jeez, to think that it started at fucking
400
almost 400 something, 416, I think it was.
I think it went public at like 350 or so. But yeah,
I'm glad I got out of that a long time ago.
Yeah, if you got out like a while back, like you did good.
Bro, I sold at like 360, 370, and even wait. Once I started seeing the dip, I was like, hell nah.
Has anyone seen Netflix stock recently?
Yeah, I mean, I know it hit a 52-week low, recently. It's been one of the more harder hit large cap tech stocks.
Yeah, damn. It looks like it hurts.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys heard, but
that's a 50% discount though.
Yeah, it's pretty damn good.
Do you guys own any Netflix?
I own some of it. through an ETF.
Oh, okay.
But I don't own it directly. But yeah, I do own it. I do own part of it.
Bro, look at the volume, bro. Oh my god, it's crazy.
Yeah, the RSI is like at 26 right now. Yeah. So it's looking pretty juicy. Yeah, because Billy Ackman, he actually purchased 3.1 million shares this week. So that guy like really bought the dip.
Yeah.
And now he holds $1.1 billion worth of it. So guys are well. He's a whale. He's
definitely a whale.
But was anyone keeping an eye for our earnings week? This week it was tech week.
Yeah, I saw a little bit. Obviously, I know Tesla like took a fat dip after their earnings. I heard Microsoft had good earnings. I think
Intel did too.
Oh yeah, Intel did.
I mean, they all had good earnings. That's the thing, but it's just the state of the market right now that they can't.
Yeah, you can't win with earnings when the market's scared right now.
That's why I said like today the markets went up like 1 or 2% because of Apple, but that's not going to sustain. What's going to keep happening?
Well, their report still said, even though it looks good, they said they were still suffering from supply shortages. So it's like that still scares people.
Batteries.
You're already hearing it from them. It's like, we're struggling. We're trying our best. We did a little bit better, but it's still not good. So it's like
the chart shows no supply chain issues. Look at this thing just going up.
Yeah, that's very healthy.
This thing does not show supply chain issues, but I'll take it though since I do own a lot of Apple. I like it. Facebook kind of went sideways, but I think it's temporary before they come back. I mean, they're just going sideways for a bit, but it's a matter.
That's a downtrend, bro.
Yeah, it's a downtrend, but I think it's temporary. Like this downtrend is not gonna last. Like how long do you think this is gonna last? Probably like another 2 to 3 months. Because if you zoom out, this thing is unstoppable. Like look at it. Ain't nothing gonna hurt it. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Meta, I consider a pretty good metaverse play, and I think once that industry develops a little bit, Meta is gonna figure out ways to monetize it.
100%.
And the increase in revenue, I think, will bring that stock back for sure.
What the hell?
Matterport? Oh, man.
Buy Matterport. I'm glad I didn't buy that, bro. I'm glad I didn't buy that.
Yeah, that's a steal now.
I was gonna buy that, but right now it's a steal. If you're in it, okay. So
I need to buy some of that.
So this is my only issue with Matterport. So do you guys know how like the new iPhones have like 3 cameras? Mm-hmm. And like, okay, so Matterport can pretty much turn a room into VR, right? Like with their apps and their software.
Yeah.
Okay, what is stopping Apple from doing that like 2 years down the line? Like, what is stopping Apple? Like,
now comes with who owns Matterport. Does Facebook own Matterport?
No, I think they're a solo company.
So right now they're an acquisition company that anybody can come in and swipe them up.
Yeah, but what I was leaning more towards too is like
it's just stealing the tech. You mean?
Yeah, I just kind of.
But it's not the camera that's doing it. It's their software.
So it's the tech. Exactly.
Yeah, it's the tech.
Yeah, it's the tech. I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, how hard is it to get a bunch of images and fucking morph them in together to make a 3D model? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Like, so I could see it being, but damn.
Yeah,
you're right. I mean, you're right.
What is stopping Apple from doing that? Like
nothing.
So that's my only like big bear case for Matterport. Why I can't really go on it too heavy, just because it either A, being bought off, or B, be like duplicated eventually. Does anyone here favor more Sandbox or like Mana? Like long term, like
they're both trash.
They're both trash.
They're both kind of dookie, but I mean, Sandbox.
I would favor Sandbox.
Yeah, Sandbox. I mean, the Sandbox game is it's like Minecraft, bro.
The Sandbox game is trash.
It's just not my type of game. It's like Sandbox. I mean, like Minecraft. Like the graphics are sort of the same. It's all blocky. You know what I mean? It's a lot more HD. Like it's different, but it's like I don't know. It's not my type. It's not my type. It's kind of aimed towards kids.
So the thing is that Sandbox has the marketing right. That's the only thing, because you don't really hear much about Decentraland or Man or whatever. You know, all the famous people, they're all on Sandbox.
The last thing I heard about was
Samsung.
Yeah, it was that Samsung thing.
Yeah, but that was pretty much nothing.
One thing I wanted to mention about Sandbox, I saw that they have a free tool called Game Maker, and that's where people can make assets for Sandbox, and
you can sell them as NFTs.
and sell them, as NFTs.
Yeah,
and
that's cool.
Yeah, that's dope. I know Decentraland has something where you can import models. But like they have a thing too where you can only mint kind of their own NFTs and sell those. It's a little bit different. Me personally, I like the graphics of Decentraland a little better. I'm just not into the whole blocky look. But even now, I mean, Decentraland you can't use in VR yet, and that's something that they're like working on. That's kind of like the dream, but that's not here yet. Once that does happen, I'm sure we'll see a pickup in Decentraland activity. But I think right now that whole Sandbox open source thing where you can sell your own assets is like dope, and I think stuff like that is going to be really important for Metaverse stuff and for creators making an income from the Metaverse.
I'm heavy on Decentraland because I just bought early.
Yeah.
Bro, I was telling you guys when it was like freaking 10 cents that to buy, and you guys were like, we're years away from that, man. I was like, I'm gonna just buy 10,000 of these.
Jair, so how did you hear about Decentraland? Because you mentioned this to us like almost a year ago or something, when it was like a nothing coin. How did you like stumble upon that?
It was kind of like when I was first like diving into buying coins. I think it was probably like one of the first like 10 coins I bought. I had mentioned it to Ray that I saw that coin. I saw the name. I was like, Decentraland. Okay, everyone's always talking about decentralized whatever, right? And I was kind of like, okay, what about the land part? So then when I open up the description on Coinbase, its description was just like, virtual plots of land where you can sell virtual goods and stuff like that. So I was just like, so basically it's kind of like a swap meet. Like that's what I thought, what I pictured it being. But, then me and him, we started downloading all the games, like, which was Decentraland, Sandbox. I downloaded, was it Axie? I downloaded Axie.
Yeah.
But yeah, Decentraland kind of caught my eye just based on its name and then the description of it. And I kind of went all in on it. It was I think it was like 10 cents at the time. I'll tell you this though, I did sell when it was at like $4 or $5. So that was probably one of the only coins that I did take profit from this whole time. Cause I was like, this is a lot of money from a coin that I put nothing in. And like, I know it's going to go back down. And then once I saw that Sandbox overtook it by like $3, $4, I was like, okay, maybe Sandbox is the move, But when I pulled profits out, Sandbox kept going up. So I wanted to switch some over, but I was just like, nah, it's too expensive now. I was already like at $8.
Yeah, I'm thinking like the best VR meta play is going to be Tesla.
Probably Tesla.
Yeah, because they already have the suits and they have like Neuralink.
Yeah.
And like that's like all you need is the software, which
right.
Which shouldn't be too hard to like come up with. Like I mean, like Elon has like unlimited cash.
I thought it was gonna be Google. I thought it was gonna be Google, but now that you just say that, bro.
No,
Tesla, bro. Tesla.
Yeah, because Tesla like already has the suits. And
that's nuts.
And then they're like in close alpha for the Neuralink.
Yeah.
And what's like the beta?
I mean, once you're already at human trials, bro, that's wild to me because it's like, damn, like, how long have you guys been testing it on like everything else? You know what I mean? It's like, and just to think of how fast it's moving, that means that those tests on whatever else we're testing on were successful.
It was,
you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so it's like, you know, his whole idea was eventually, you know, you'll be able to download a skill. Like what? Like, you know, you got, I mean, I'm sure it's going to be expensive as hell. You know, it's
like processing.
Yeah.
Like downloading.
Like kung fu skills, like, you know, type
like get the USB key.
Torrent it, pirate bait that bitch.
Pirate some skills.
Pirate bait that.
Yeah, Tesla already has the suits. I don't think that these ones are it, but they already have the sensation and then like the whole.
Wow, that's insane. Bro. That's and then also so insane.
That's pretty wild. I was thinking like, is that gonna be for consumers though? But eventually, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think right now the military.
Right now, it's just too expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
No, right now it's only for
cheaper.
It's only for government agencies.
Yeah.
Or and NATO allies, but they're not letting that thing go out anywhere near the public right now. And Neuralink is in close alpha, right? All right, so jumping to other things. I know that JR and Tapes were left off. They're pretty they're like long bulls on XRP. So what I want to ask is like.
So is Nick.
So it's Nick. All three of you guys are like long. I think JR is like the biggest bull out of all. Yeah, but what I'm trying to ask is how long are you guys planning on holding XRP? And let's say like.
Let me start this off. Yeah.
Okay. Well, how many years of?
He's like, let me start this off.
All right. So like, let's say it goes sideways for 1, 2, or 3 years. So like, how long are you guys willing to hold it going sideways before you guys just give up on it?
Well, so here's the thing. I'm not really worried about the price action of XRP right now because I know that ISO 222 is going to start to be implemented. I think 2022. I think this year. Mm-hmm. Or maybe early next year, but
mid this year.
But yeah, but there's already there's a date. It hasn't been published, but what has been published is that ISO 222 is going to be implemented like on a single day at full scale. So it's not going to be a slow rollout. It's going to be something that's going to kick in.
Overnight.
Like overnight, exactly. And XRP. And there are a few ISO coins, but XRP right now is currently the only fully approved one.
Yep.
So I'm not worried about the price action because I see what's coming up, and a lot of people kind of don't know that about XRP. They just see it as like a bad coin, but I think the technology and the utility is crazy.
Well, okay, so it sounds good, but we still got to see what Joe Byron does, man.
The regulation?
Yeah, what else? I mean, I don't know what that is, what it entails. It's so random that it's just like I keep telling you, it's an executive order. It's not. This isn't like let's throw this to Congress and let's see what everyone thinks. No, this is an executive order. He's going to sign it. Whatever this is, he's going to sign it into law. And whenever it's going to have a start date and an end date. Okay. And depending on whatever it is, I mean, it could be bad, man.
So who do you think gave them the regulation concepts and stuff?
This is cabinet helping, determining whatever is going to happen.
And prior treasuries that work with the treasuries now, most of them work for Ripple.
And of course, Gensler, right?
Exactly.
SEC.
Exactly.
The regulations, this has nothing to do with Ripple, though. This is regulations to the whole crypto space.
That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly. Ripple gave them a whole binder full of regulations.
But this isn't the full regulations that the SEC is trying to. This isn't part of that. This is regulations.
Right, but the SEC obviously knows more about the financial markets than Brandon. So they're gonna talk to them about like what they think.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I guess we just got to see.
When is this supposed to come into action? Or
I don't know.
In 2 weeks, within like the first 2 weeks of February. But even so, I read that they mentioned that it was about crypto and national security. I don't think they're going to crack down a hammer right now, but they will come out and saying like, here's what we are looking to do. Here's what we're looking at. Yeah, I mean, I don't see like a crypto ban overnight.
Oh, but yeah, I don't think it's
I think they will come out and be like, here's what we're concerned about, et cetera, et cetera. And he'll probably start putting some committees to work on writing up some legislation, for sure. I could see that happening.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, like I said, like, even if it's not rules or anything, we don't know how people feel about this because a lot of the people buying crypto right now aren't in it for the regulations. They're in it to make a quick buck.
That's true.
So when you start adding regulations, you're going to scare all these people out, and that's not good for crypto right now.
Yeah,
but it's not bad. It's not bad either because
it's good because we need those people out.
we need this.
Yeah, and that's like anytime there's a sell-off, the whales buy in heavy.
Yeah.
Like even like right now, these the whales are buying heavy right now.
Yeah,
they really are, man. So it's like, yeah, I mean, scare the markets, but the smart people, the smart
hopefully
money,
this is the last
buying, man.
The last shakeout.
Yeah, I think it is. It's looking like it.
I mean, it sounds like it,
but
it definitely sounds like we're getting.
This shakeout's going to last a minute, though.
Yeah, for sure.
I honestly think that we do need regulations. I'm a believer that the markets could not regulate themselves. They run on greed and money.
Exactly.
Just look at the 2008 housing market, and then look at the dot-com bust in 2000. Like, there was all greed and money. Like, people didn't care of the consequences. So the markets could not self-regulate. So I'm pretty open-minded to this regulation bill. Hopefully, it's very neutral and very forward-thinking, and hopefully they don't try to ban anything too severe for crypto. Oh, and then one more thing before we end it off. Has anyone seen DraftKings?
No, I mean, I haven't looked at it.
I saw them talking about it, yeah.
Yeah, so they're pretty much back to like IPO levels. So it kind of IPO like around $18 or under 15, and we're pretty much back there already. So I think this is a good buy. A good, either a good trade or a good long.
It's looking like it's about his next quarter right there.
Yeah, so I'm curious. What's your bull case on DraftKings? Because I know sports betting is like big and it's gonna get big, but what really made the DraftKings price rally is that the IPO around the start of the pandemic, so everybody was home. They're all placing sports bets and stuff. And so if we see a reopening, how do you think that's going to affect DraftKings? What's your outlook? What's your bull case?
Well, the way I see it is that they only have like about 6 or 7 states fully legalized with their apps. Like, only a few states can actually legally gamble through their apps, and they're expanding pretty aggressively. They're going on they're actually investing in their infrastructure, and actually trying to pass bills to get on every state possible. And they're probably the most aggressive one compared to Penn State and other gambling apps. They look like they have the team for it, and they're actually investing in trying to get legalized in all states. And so that's my bull case. They're actually working for it to work. They're not just trying to sell you a story and let someone else hold the back. They're actually putting in the work for it, and that's my bull case for it.
Look at the volume on what just happened. What was that today? That's crazy.
Oh yeah, what is up with that?
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, someone bought that dip.
Yeah, this is when I think JP Morgan released a statement saying that they're pretty bullish on the stock, and then like all this volume just went into the stock.
That's a lot. Look the last time. Look at actually they never had that much.
Yeah, and never had this much volume. So that's why like a lot of people are actually like starting to look at it pretty interesting. Like there's actually something there that could actually like there's actually something there that's actually worth buying.